All right. Since we are live, let's check it out. Salute to the mighty LDBC. Much love to the chat. Those of y'all that's in the building early. Smash the like button as you come on in. Smash the like button as you come on in. We're going to talk some good boxing in the AM. Share the video. Spread the word to the ends of the earth. 78 Sports TV is live, you dig? You understand me? You know, you go to every corner of the earth and say 78 Sports TV is live. That's what you do right now. Because I'm off that Jack in that Coca-Cola. And I got a whole lot to talk about today. Oh yeah. It's gonna be some talking today. It's gonna be some talking today. Absolutely. So y'all spread the word. We finna cook in the AM. We finna cook. Let me scroll up, see what we got in the building thus far. Georgia Peach, Denise, salute to the lovely sister. I like this sister right here. Salute to you, Queen. Very supportive sister right there. I like her. Positive energy. King Strict in the building. Rick Blackwell. Coach 67 Sports TV. Southpaw Boxing 77 in the joint. Warren Richards. Miami Snoopy 305 up in here. Jason. Yoel Minna in the building. Rick Ross in the building. What's happening with it, fam? Anwar Willis up in here. TZ Frank. Pablo Escobar in the joint. Let's see here. Make sure y'all go check out Pablo Escobar too. He got some heat over there. He be rapping and whatnot. He be getting busy. Blessed to Fish in the building. What's happening? Jafari Caesar up in here. Combat Tool Bag. The homie got a fight coming up. Combat Tool Bag. Let everybody know when your next fight is, homie. Early Bird. Young World. Mr. Shelton in the building. The homie Cadillac Red. Matter of fact, I think Cadillac Red texted me while I was talking to his girl. Hold on. Unless I was tripping. Let me see. Yeah, let me see. Oh, it's Friday. Oh, man, I was supposed to send links out to my brothers. Hold on 1 second. I'm tripping. I gotta get Cornerman his link. I'm tripping like, oh, my goodness gracious. I'm so sorry to my brothers, man. Hold on, let me get, I'm all messed up, man. That's that Jack. See, that's what Jack can do to you. That's why they tell you don't drink and drive. Don't do this, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? It's Friday, and I forgot my brothers. You gotta get the link, man. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Let's see here. I gotta send my brother Cornerman the link. Kelly Rig, I don't think he can make it. Let me see. Oh, Kelly Rig gonna be here later. No, Rig ain't gonna be here. He ain't gonna be able to make it. I'm gonna send Cornerman the link. Oh man, I can't believe I did that. I ain't never did that before. It's that Jack. That's that Jack. Yeah, I was gonna cook today. Solo dolo, but okay, I guess I can open up the panel. Kelly Red ain't gonna be here, so I guess I can send a link to somebody if they wanna. Well, I ain't gonna say that because everybody and their mama gonna want a link. All right, let me go back up here and read these the chat, see who we got in the building thus far. Okay, we got I said the homie Rick Ross, Anwar Willis, TZ Frank, Pablo Escobar. I said what's up, Cornerman, bro?
What's up, Sonny? How are you and the family?
I'm doing good, bro. My bad, bro. I totally forgot it was Friday, bro. Man, I'm finna do the show. I'm like, man, it's Friday because Cadillac Red had texted me that he couldn't do the show. So I'm like, what you mean you can't do the show? I'm like, oh, it's Friday. Okay, my bad, bro.
It's all good.
Jafari Caesar, salute, homie. Combat Toolbag, Early Bird, Young World, Mr. Shelton, Cadillac Red, Jeff the producer, homie Rod in the building. Let's see here. Yoel Minna, Muhammad Khalid, salute. It's a good name right there, Muhammad Khalid. Sevenfold to the world blow. Omaha Red. Whatever man in the building. It's principalities up in this here joint. Mr. Finesse. Ronald Gomez. My homie Main Event Mark in the building. Shemaine Calhoun. See what I'm saying? Let's see here. Frank from the Land. Lewis Hinton. Black Attack. Young Deezy, 2007. Fly Guy. Let me see here. Jay Booman. Dillian J. Dane Watson. Justin Jacobs. Akando Sami Hassan. Ruger. Carl Lee. His brother named Carl Lee. You know he's from the South from a name like Carl Lee. Go tell Carl Lee, go down into the corner store and give me some of that hog head cheese. Carl Lee in the building. Ruben Escobedo. Can't read everybody. Salute to everybody that's in the building, man. I feel like cooking, man. I'm in that mood to cook. You know what I'm saying? I've been with this tenderoni all night. You know what I'm saying? She's a tenderoni, boy. Ooh, grown woman who know how to get what she want. Cause I wasn't even gonna smash. You know, I be playing games with the women. I don't just pass my dick out to everybody. So sometimes I make them wait for it. They gotta prove themselves. But she wouldn't have it. She made sure she got that dick and she knew how to get it too. So I ain't mad at her. Shout out to all the grown women out there who won't take no for an answer. She basically raped me. Joe Townsend in the super chat. Not in the super chat, but in the building. My homie Joe Townsend always coming through representing that young money and the magic. Salute, homie. Salute to my brother Raider Time in the super chat, showing love, much appreciation with the 10-piece chicken nugget. Says salute to the general and the chat. Smash the like, absolutely. Get the likes all the way up, y'all. We need over 400 likes up in this here joint. Ricky Williams said you would come up. Okay, cool. Let me see here. I'm gonna put the link in the chat in a minute. Don't be coming up here yelling and arguing, y'all. We're gonna talk. We're gonna do some grown folks talking today. Brandon Adam Perry in the building. What's happening with the family? He's just finding out that Bud this entire time just been dark-skinned Anthony Joshua hurts. Like I was giving him the benefit, but Guy is a duck, no way around it. Okay, brother. Salute. I see J Mac in the building. Yeah, I got a lot to talk about. Y'all, those of y'all that's been following me, y'all know it's not going to be a surprise to you, but, I got a different opinion than y'all might have on this situation. But if you've been following and paying attention to what I've been saying this whole time, I've been telling y'all this whole time, the suit and ties don't want this fight. Errol Spence and Terence Crawford want to fight each other. The suit and ties don't want this fight. But we're going to cook on it. I told y'all, when the dust settles, I'm not blaming no black people. I'm not blaming neither one of these black fighters, is what I'm saying. I'm not blaming Terence Crawford. I'm not blaming Errol Spence. I got something to say, and y'all going to hear it today. You know what I'm saying? Whether you want to hear it or not, you're going to hear what I got to say. Salute to the lovely Sweet Tea. I see you in the building, sister. Salute to everybody in the building. Hold on. Felix Nunez in the super chat showing love, much appreciation, homie. He says Earl should fight Keith next. Give Keith a chance. Wow. Keith, huh? Here we go. No Cornerman. Love that shit.
That's right.
Watch it, fan times 4 in the super chat showing love with the 5-piece chicken nugget. Salute, homie. Says, I guess Keith was telling the truth all along when he said that he was told he would be fighting EJ in Dallas. Wow. Well, we'll see what happens. If that actually happens, we'll see. What's happening, Divine? We'll see what happens if that takes place. But Earl said he ain't fighting Keith. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see what happens. All right. So let's get down to the smooth. All right. Let me pour me another drink and let's cook. First and foremost, smash the like button. We need 500 likes in the building, ladies and gentlemen. The fact that we don't have 500 likes, it means that some people just listen to me just to be listening. And they really secret haters. They really can't stand 78 guts, but they here just to listen and run back to their raggedy ass YouTube channels and make raggedy ass videos responses instead of smashing the like button. If you ain't gonna send a cash app, if you ain't gonna send a super chat, all I require is for you to hit the like button. That's all. Simple, easy work. Salute to my homie D McGee in the cash app showing love, much appreciation to the homie D McGee. Yes, sir. All right. Before I go to Cornerman, because I know Cornerman got a whole lot of shit to say. Before I go to him, let me give you my breakdown of what's the situation. Mind you, take in consideration, I don't have any sources other than this woman, and I never revealed her. I never told people that I have a so-called source. You know what I'm saying? This is a female. In all this full disclosure, a female who I know for a fact that she knows parties involved. Now the female tells me last night, before I give her the pizzite, you know what I'm saying, before I put that pressure on her motherfucking ass, you know what I'm talking about, she tells me that shit I already been saying. She did common sense to me. She tell me, she regurgitated, she not even a boxing fan. She says, well, Bud asked the PBC, he asked the powers that be. She said Terence Crawford asked the powers that be if he's gonna agree to not take no money and he finna agree to a sucker's deal. Can he at least see the books to make sure he ain't getting fucked in the ass with no Vaseline? And they told him no. Sign the contract or get the fuck up out of here. So according to the bitch, you gotta take what a bitch say with a grain of salt. But the bitch say, Bud say, fuck it, I'm finna go fight somebody else. If they ain't finna open full disclosure, if they not finna show me like what the money looking like, they just finna give me something, I gotta just accept it, then I'm finna walk the fuck away then. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. So that's what the bitch say. But this is what the fuck I already knew, bro. The suit and tie people don't want this fight. First of all, they don't trust Terence Crawford. Now, I told y'all before, the boxing is run by the mob. So let's be clear here. If I'm running a business, right, and I'm moving a certain type of way in my business, right, bottom line is this. I don't want you knowing my business so you can run the fuck off and go tell somebody else and all this sucker ass shit that you're going to do. The only way I'm going to let you know my business is if you're with me. Join the family. Sign this contract. Become a member of the PBC. Now, once you family, I can educate you on the business. But you can't be an independent knowing my motherfucking business. Ain't that the same thing DAZN told Deontay Wilder? Remember when everybody was, Deontay Wilder turned down $100 million from DAZN. Oh, he's in crazy. Deontay Wilder said, look here, open up the books. Let me see the money. Oh, we can't do that. You got to take what we offering you. He said, well, fuck y'all then. He walked away. He walked the fuck away. Everybody called Wilder a duck because he walked away because they didn't want to open up the books. Boxing is run by the mob. I know Negroes are comfortable. I know. The easy thing to do is to blame Bud. I get it. I know. We've been itching to blame somebody. Like the Laker fans blame Russell Westbrook, even though Russ played like shit last night offensively. But the Laker fans itching to blame somebody, a nigga in particular. We want to blame Bud. And I told y'all this. a long time ago. I was the first person telling y'all, when this fight is over with, if it don't get made, I'm not blaming Terence Crawford or Errol Spence. I'm not going to do it. Because I know the suit and tie motherfuckers don't want this fight to get made unless they can get the upper hand. You understand me? So now we in this situation. Yesterday, report came out that Terence Crawford from Boxing Scene, it said Terence Crawford was stalling the fight, and PBC or Errol Spence's team haven't heard from him in 2 weeks, right? They said Errol Spence's team haven't heard from him in 2 weeks. Then we seen Errol finally say something about it. He said, look, yeah, the nigga been stalling. He been stalling, right? We ain't heard nothing from Terence Crawford yet. But then we hear Terence Crawford is fighting David Avanesyan. How the fuck did the fight get made that quick? So what the fuck? Like, so Terence Crawford made a decision without telling PBC. He made a decision. I'm finna go over here and make a deal fighting the chump. I'm finna fight the chump ass dude. Even though David Avanesyan, he's ranked, but he a chump compared to Terence Crawford. He said, look, I'm finna fight this chump ass dude. I'm finna bust his ass. And I'm finna get paid $10 million or whatever, guaranteed. And y'all won't even give me this for Errol Spence Jr. Y'all won't even give me a dope ass guarantee for Errol. I'm finna go fight the bum ass dude and beat his ass. Now I know it's not gonna make sense to y'all, but I believe the fight is gonna happen after their next fights. Let me tell you why. Terence Crawford wants to prove a point. He wants to prove that he's not an idiot. I'm not thirsty. I ain't no chump ass dude. I'm finna go over here and fight this boy over here, Avanesyan. I'm finna get paid $10 million. Then I'm gonna come revisit this Errol Spence situation, and y'all motherfuckers gonna pay me. Y'all gonna open up the books and y'all gonna show me something. I'm not thirsty. I'm not some boy without a home. I'm not some orphan. You ain't finna just, tell me I can't get no money up front. I gotta guesstimate what's gonna happen on the back end. Like you're not finna fuck me in the ass with no Vaseline. You gonna at least put some Vaseline on, is what Crawford tried to tell him. So that's my personal opinion from what I see. And I believe I'm blaming Steven Espinosa. I'm blaming the suit and tie people because those were the only people from the beginning of this who said they did not. Those are the only people who spoke against the fight. Terence Crawford said he wanted to fight Errol Spence. Errol Spence said he wanted to fight Terence Crawford. And Errol Spence has always kept his word. Errol Spence has never lied to us. He's always kept his word. We saw Errol Spence do everything in his power to make this fight. But it was beyond his power. Because who did we hear talk against this fight? We heard Steven Espinosa. Oh, these guys got to be realistic. Before they even negotiated with Crawford, they already talking about they ain't paying them shit. We heard Tim Smith from the PBC. Shout out to Tim Smith, whatever. No disrespect. But you was talking against this shit. Right? The suit and ties were against this from the jump. Boxing is a corrupt business. Right? Look at how Top Rank runs their operation. I guarantee you right now, Top Rank, because Devin Haney is on his last fight. Devin Haney is on his last fight with Top Rank. His last fight. I guarantee you Top Rank is sending him a contract right now. Sign this. Extend your contract with us. If Devin says no, they're going to try to get him beat. That's boxing. We gotta stop being immature. We gotta stop playing naive. This boxing is run by the mob, crooks, criminals, scumbag pieces of shit. This is what it's run by. And I know we're more comfortable because we dumb niggas. We're more comfortable blaming a black person. Oh, Bud, fucking ducking ass Bud, black ass Bud. Errol Spence, I knew he didn't want to fight. Earl's a duck. Yeah, drunk ass Earl. Right? I get it. That's what make you comfortable because you a nigga. That's what they bred you to be. I'm telling you, the suit and tie motherfuckers did this. They did this. I told you this 6 months ago, 5 months ago, wherever it was. Y'all didn't want to listen to me. You want to listen to everybody who got the sources. Niggas got sources. But when I told you some shit from common fucking sense that ended up being true, you ain't want to listen to 78. You ain't want to listen to the general. You want to listen to the niggas with the sources. The sources. Nigga got source every goddamn day telling them a different story, and niggas believe this shit every day. I ain't told you none of this shit. This your first, this the most I spoke about on this fight. Leon Norris in the super chat showing love, much appreciation, homie. He says, I don't understand how it could be about the books because he already had a fight lined up and ready to go. It's as if he already had planned to bail a fight. Hold on 1 second, bro. I'm finna tell you what I'm talking about. Brother, I'm sorry, I had to blow my nose. I ain't want to do it, disrespect y'all and do it on camera. But as I stated before, Leon, brother, when Deontay Wilder went to the zone, right? When Lou DiBella or whatever, when he went to the zone, and the zone wouldn't open up the books to let him know, okay, y'all offering me $100 million, but let me see how much this shit really worth. How much is Joshua making? Blah blah blah. Because if I find out y'all giving me $100 million for 3 fights, and I find out Joshua finna make $500 million, oh, we got to renegotiate, motherfucker. But they didn't want to do that. And then the zone later apologized to Wilder for making that mistake. The zone admitted they had made a mistake and miscalculated their negotiation with Deontay. They thought he was just some country dude from Alabama who wasn't gonna ask no questions. They thought he was gonna say $100 million. Lord have mercy, let me get that money. You know, like every dumb nigga who signed a rap deal. You know, hey, I'm gonna give you $100,000. I'm gonna get you a gold chain. I'm gonna get you a Lamborghini. Nigga like, oh shit, for real? I can flex with a Lambo? Yeah. Nigga signed a three fucking album deal for this shit. And now he owed the record company money for the Lambo. He got to pay all this shit back. He don't even know this. And he got to pay taxes. He don't know none of this shit. Master Click in the super chat. Who was that? Hey, man. You back? Okay. Let me see. Hey, let me see the booty. Let me see the booty real quick. Let me see that booty. Pull your pants down. Let me see the goddamn booty.
Man, God talking right here.
Cornerman.
All right.
Hey, Cornerman, go ahead and take over while I'm trying to look at some booty real quick. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. I'm just enjoying what my brother 78 been saying, man. I'm enjoying it, sipping this tea, man. Enjoying this conversation, man, because I got a lot to say on this subject, man. But I can't wait till 78 done. I'm gonna say my take.
Okay, I got you, Cornerman. I'm gonna go to you in 1 second. I'm about to I just had to look at some booty real quick. All right, so look. Let me say, what was I at here? I got distracted by the booty. So, all right, bottom line is this, all right? Cornerman, let me go to you. I'm going to send out links today. But, Cornerman, without blaming Errol Spence or Terence Crawford, or, man, fuck that. You know, give me your opinion. Give me your opinion, your honest opinion, what happened. And we'll talk about it, Cornerman.
One thing I want to say is Floyd Mayweather told you. He told you. This fight is nowhere near done. I don't know where y'all got November 19th. This fight is not happening no time soon. You gotta look deep down, maybe sometime in the future. He didn't say near future, sometime in the future. He told you, gave you the war, he gave you the whole team. You know how Floyd and Broner always telling these people what it is, and they don't like to hear it. He told y'all. He warned y'all, y'all didn't want to hear it. I've been saying this on 78 show. I ain't never blame none of the fighters. I blame Tom Brown, Al Heyman, Steven Espinoza, whoever is the executive on Fox. Those four people, I truly blame for this fight, for not making. And I'm glad. You want to know some real stuff? I am happy because the suits lost. I just want all of y'all to fail. I really do. I want y'all all to fail because you know why? Y'all came in this boxing industry thinking y'all was going to be better, and y'all came and doing the same stuff like everybody else. Everybody else. Yeah, we going to bring boxing back free. 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 Just sipping on this free. Yes. Free CBS, Fox, NBC, all the TV, subscribe, regular TV, y'all had it free. Y'all blowed and y'all blowed all the money up, and then y'all went back to just Fox and Showtime.
Hey, 1 second, Cornerman. I put the link in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. If I don't know you, I'm not going to let you into the chat, okay? So have your camera on initially so I can see your face, okay? Make sure I know you, and then I will let you in. You can turn your camera off if you want to. All right, go ahead, Quarterman.
Yeah, so for me, I'm just happy because they hold up this fight for so long. Bro, this man left Bob Arum since when, 78? Since November of 2021. 11 months. 11 months we've been waiting for them to secure a deal. And they fumbled. They gave Caleb Plant $10 million guaranteed. Guaranteed $10 million. Caleb Plant, who has he fought to deserve $10 million? Uskataki?
Right.
Medina?
Caleb Plant ain't did nothing. Listen, I fuck with Caleb Plant heavy. I like him a lot. He ain't did shit to get no $10 million fucking dollar payday. Nothing.
And Canelo gets a $40 million guarantee, plus he gets all the money of the Corona Bear profits. He gets all of it. He don't have to share with nobody.
June, hey, hold 1 second. Junebug, I see you in the background, but I don't think I know you, brother. I'm gonna let you on, though, brother. I'm gonna let you on.
So for me, go ahead, and you know what's so crazy? I don't even know if this fight is actually real because, again, Crawford didn't come out with an announcement. We're just getting it from Mike Coppinger, and then everybody's taking Mike word for everything, and they've been saying, we don't believe Mike. Mike is Coppinger. He's Coppinger. So now y'all believe Mike now? Y'all didn't believe Mike before, but now you believe him now. When Terence Crawford fights, if he really fights David Avanesyan, I don't care. The suits failed. They should have gave Crawford whatever he wanted if they gave Canelo a $40 million guarantee plus a Corona scholarship. So, man, I just can't wait. My son is playing around the thing. But yeah, man, I'm happy. I'm happy. I hope Spence fights Stanionis. Go let them fight these white guys, and then we can see what's going on, man. I'm just excited. We get to see Spence Stanionis and Avanesyan Crawford, man. I'm excited. My son is excited right now. But that's all I got.
All right, go on mute, Quarterman. Cali Enigma, what's happening, bro?
What's happening, man? What's going on?
Chillin', man. What's your thoughts on the saga, man?
I said it earlier today that I don't know what happened. I said what I heard first was that it was management, it was the networks, and it was promoter. And then I said it's a possibility that both boxers could have some input in it. But I said I'm not even upset at either one of them. I'm happy that both of them are fighting at the end of the day. So I look at it like this from the fan standpoint, and I've seen it. I've seen it in Blue Blood's chat. I've seen it in your chat. Because there's been such a buildup of hate towards the other side, they're gonna blame the other boxers. So if you don't get to fight, either Errol Spence did it or Terence Crawford did it, and that's all they're gonna go on, even though they have no idea what happened. Even though you have no idea what happened, you're going to disrespect Errol Spence and Terence Crawford. It's gross, bro. I just don't understand why we have to do this to one another. Go ahead.
Didn't I say this from the absolute beginning?
Yeah, you brought up the stoop.
From the absolute beginning, when it was first rumored, I told people, be careful. I know, look, I'm more of an Errol Spence fan than I am a Terence Crawford fan, right? So right. I know that my views are going to be slightly slanted towards Errol Spence. I get that. However, I know where I'm. Listen, this is a war we fighting right now. I just watched Tyson Fury announce he fighting Derek fucking Chisora. Okay, I just watched him do that. Okay, I just watched Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk not fight. Dmitry Bivol and fucking Beterbiev at light heavyweight is not fighting. I'll be damned if I come on this motherfucker and spend my whole show shitting on some black fighter when ain't nobody doing what the fuck they supposed to be doing. I'm not finna do this shit. Everybody else can do what the fuck they want to do. I'm not judging you. I'm just saying I'm tired, bro. My energy is tired. My spirit is tired. I'm tired. I'm not finna do this shit when y'all not holding all these other motherfuckers to the same standards. Why do black people have to shit on other black dudes for being about their money and doing all this strategic shit, but yet everybody else can do what the fuck they want to do?
They let Canelo fight Rocky Fielding. They allowed Tyson Fury to come back and fight some Italian dude. What was his name again? Furioni or whatever heck his name was, some pizza man, right? They allowed him to fight him. So all these dudes are coming back and fighting nobodies, and it's okay for them to do it. But for Terence Crawford to go fight this dude, and people have an issue with it because, once again, they have to hate on one of the dudes because they built up this hatred. You remember we spoke about this at the beginning, right? When Errol Spence and Terence Crawford, we started talking about this fight. We said, "Oh man, this is going to split the fan base in half." And what's going to be? It's going to be like either you're on Earl's side or Bud's side, and so people are going to be totally irrational. And that's what's happening now. People are totally irrational. What Blue Blood said yesterday was not crazy, but that's not what happened here. People are, I ain't going to listen. I'm unsubscribing from Blue because Blue, oh, now he on Bud's side. He's just telling you that there were some things that wouldn't happen and weren't fair. He wasn't being disrespectful.
I didn't see all the Blue Blood stream, but I will say this. I said this was gonna happen, and niggas. See, this is why I'm not holding no more mercy on niggas. I'm a real kind guy. I try not to hurt people's feelings. I'm not holding back no more because every time I say some shit and I feel passionately about something, and I reserve it to keep from hurting people's feelings, the truth end up coming out, and I'm right. And then everybody forget that I said it from the fucking beginning. So fuck that. I told motherfuckers this shit was gonna happen. The suit and ties don't want to make the goddamn fight. All right? And then what they gonna do is play on our negativity. So we gonna blame Errol Spence or we gonna blame Terence Crawford when the same suit and tie motherfuckers have just offered Canelo $150 fucking million, and Canelo just flopped against Bivol. But yeah, we're gonna give him all this money. Cool. We're gonna give Canelo all this fucking money. We're gonna constantly promote Ryan fucking Garcia when he ain't never sold a pay-per-view in his life. We're gonna promote this motherfucker versus Tank, but we're gonna shit on Devin Haney. I see the game, bro. These motherfuckers in blackface, these white men in blackface running fucking boxing. Period. I don't give a fuck how nobody feel. Let me go real quick.
Well, let me say one last thing, 7-8. I 100% agree with you. And what's going on right here, like I said before, man, it just look. We at first people want to side with Al Heyman, but Al Heyman is not doing what's in the best interest of boxing. You know, so we're not pro PBC over here at LWC. We're not pro any of these networks. But Al Heyman has done his fighters a great disservice, and I think you guys should look more at him and the networks than to destroy the black fighters, man. They're not the ones destroying this.
Let me go to the homie Junebug. Brother, you there?
Yeah, I'm here, man. I'm here.
What's your name in the chat, brother?
It's Junebug. Let's let you put a face with a name. I kind of comment. We kind of follow each other on Instagram. I commented on your page. I mean, on your picture the other day when you was talking about saving the chick, and I was like, Super 7-8, just to put a name with a face. But
yes, sir.
But I try to spill on this as soon as possible and let some other guys come up. But my thing is, I agree with everything you said, but it's almost the same situation. It's like they say, two wrongs don't make a right. And I think it's definitely the suit and ties that don't want to make this fight, but it's almost to the point to where that's the next big fight up. And the reason why I think a lot of them, the businessmen, don't want to make this fight, because you think about it, right? This going to be probably the biggest black fight we'd have had in 10, 15 years, maybe even a little bit longer. And whoever wins that fight is going to shoot them up to, you can't knock them off pound for pound list. You can't talk about how great they not and things like that, because you look at it, it's going to extend those two. That fight's probably going to be big enough to where the people want to see it 2 and 3 times, and it's going to force them to pay them brothers like they paying a Canelo and stuff like that. Because see, if this fight happens and that fight make those numbers that Canelo and them make, they ain't got no excuse now of saying, hey, why can't I pay Terence Crawford or Errol Spence that $150 million or that $100 million that I pay Canelo? So I think that's one of the main reasons why a lot of them, like you say, the suit and ties, don't want that fight to happen, because, like you say, they already know it's going to do well. You got 2 of the top fighters of the last 5 years to be fighting. Also, I think that they use Bud's mentality to help them aid in this too, because they know the type of person Bud is. And they know by us not wanting and the type of mentality Bud has, we're going to be able to use him as a scapegoat, saying he's difficult to work with and things like that, things that Bob Arum already has slick tried to put out. So we're going to use that as an scapegoat.
Like
a lot of black
Junebug, like motherfucker be doing Monique.
Yeah, exactly. And they already know with him having that lawsuit and stuff like that, a lot of the black fans are going to turn on him. He ain't going to have nothing but his diehard fans that's going to still ride for him, because we're going to say, hey, we tried. We just sent them deals. We just sent them all this type of stuff. The dude just hard to work with. We tried, and ones that don't think clearly are going to run with that narrative and say, man, Bud hard to work with and stuff like that, man. That's another reason why I can't get no deal. Somebody ducking and things like that. But you think about it, right? Money, all folks, especially in Mississippi, say money walking, Bud talk, right? If they want that fight made, you ain't finna tell me that you can't get them guys the proper amount of money to make that fight happen, because that's gonna be the biggest fight in boxing. You can't tell me 2 other fights that's gonna be big as Errol Spence and Terence Crawford, and you can't come up with the revenue for it. Get out of here, man. Get out of here. So, I ain't gonna spend up all your time, man.
Hey, salute to Junebug for your thoughts and your opinions, brother. Let me go to Hustler's Home. I think you came in right after him. Hustler's Home. What's up, brother?
Salute. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
See, this morning when I got the news about it, I was kind of like looking at it in a blind rage from a fan. You know what I'm saying? And then like I hear y'all with y'all good views on it, but I just gotta say, like, you know, I believe Terence Crawford when he said he wasn't interested in the fight no more. I feel like he's been over the fight, you know, and I feel like that he could have been twisting arms, you know what I'm saying? He could have used it for leverage or whatever. I don't know who fault it is because I don't got no information, you know what I'm saying? My pops always told me is judge a man by his character, and if you can't judge his character, he only got one thing left, that is word. That's his word. You know, as a father, I don't lie to my children. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to steer them the wrong way. I don't want to steer them no kind of way, you know? So
Right.
I always believe when a man say, I'm over it, to leave that nigga alone. When a nigga, you know what I'm saying? When a nigga say, I don't want to do it no more, I don't want to do it, I take a man for his word, you know?
Yeah.
So when you say something and then you show me something, I'm inclined to believe, because the report said that Spence team agreed with whatever, you know, and he had the shit for 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? The question is, did he have it for 2 weeks after they fixed the transparency? Or, you know what I'm saying? There's a bunch of unknowns to be up here pointing a gun at a motherfucker. But at the same time, I can only go by the man's actual words. But it is what it is. That's just my view on it.
Thank you for your opinion, brother. Salute to you. I can't remember if Drew or Stormy came in first, but I'm gonna save the sensei for last and shit, because I know he got something to teach. Drew, go ahead and what's your opinion, brother?
Yeah, I'm at work right now, but you know I'm gonna keep it simple, because I just got off my live. I want Stormy to cook. Look, man, my stance is this. I found out some things last night. I learned a new term last night. I take pride in saying that I don't know everything. I'm a work in progress. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want to know what's going on, go to Tay Jones' live last night. There's a couple of terms in there that I know y'all never heard of. But here's my stance on this thing. Avani fucking Yildrim. That happened. And we said something about it. But you know who didn't say anything about it? Canelo's fan base ain't say shit.
Of course not.
They ain't say a motherfucking
They
thing.
on cold, Drew.
Exactly. They ain't say a fucking thing. He was this was a great fight. You know what I mean? And it was on the zone, if I'm not mistaken. So we don't know what the fuck those numbers were, and nobody cared. There was Boo Boo Andrade around there. There was Jamal Charlo, and nobody gave a fuck. Nobody cared. Nobody cared. So here's my stance on this, and what's going on, bro? And I'm gonna be very, very clear when I say this. All right, my stance is this: if you don't want to support, if you don't want to support Bud on this situation, do it for Blue, because Blue's directly involved with this. Blue is one of the brothers in the LDBC that's making powerful moves. You understand what I'm talking about?
Drew, expand on that. What happened? Because I didn't see Blue Blood stream. I saw like a piece of it when I was before I got to dealing with this chick.
So I'm gonna keep it simple. Bud, Blue Blood has his own network that he's working with, and Bud is now working with that network. So Blue is directly involved with this situation. You understand? And if anyone thinks that Blue doesn't want this fight, you are out your damn mind. Now, to understand how we got here, you have to understand where we came from, okay? And where we came from, okay, look, Bud should have took the 60-40 like 2.5 years ago. I get it. Bud did fuck up. Bud could have signed, he could have left the top rank, went to the PBC. I get it. I understand all of that. But now let's deal with the now. This is where we at. At this point, it is not, I repeat, it is not Bud's fault. At this point, he just asked to see the books. Is anyone mad that Floyd has been running around saying for months that the fight's not going to happen until he announces it? Or did that go over everybody's head? Okay, how do we know that he's not the one with the books? He's telling Bud, I'm not opening no goddamn books. You understand? How the fuck everyone seems to find money for the Latin fighters, but they can't find money for Bud and Errol? That's bullshit, y'all. That's bullshit. And we need, I mentioned a code, and I know people were mad in the chat this morning. Look, I get it. I'm not going to tell anybody how to feel. I can't tell y'all how to feel. And y'all are within y'all right. But understand, Avani Yildrim, understand, like you just said, Bivol had a belt at 175. Beterbiev had a belt at 175. Both of them are undefeated. There was no buzz for those guys to fight each other to unify. None. But they allowed Canelo to go up there to 175 and try his luck against Bill, and it backfired. But that was okay. You understand? This is the time, although we don't like it. See, these motherfuckers, they knew the Abner Yildirim fight was bullshit. They knew that. But they're not going to say anything. And they never say anything. This is our time. This is our turn now. Let me jump out right here, bro. Be safe. This is our time. We need to shrug our shoulders like nothing's happening. Nothing to see here. All right, how you doing? Nothing to see here. Yeah, Bud's fighting Avenger. Nothing to see here. We need to be quiet and let things play. There's a revised contract for 2023. I say the fight happens next spring. But in the meantime, in my opinion, what we need to do is support this goddamn thing and act like nothing happened. The fight's gonna happen. This is symbolic. It's in our hands. The fight is gonna happen by way we determine it. If it makes sense. You see, we have to unconditionally support it. And I know that's a tough pill for us to swallow. But think about the unconditional support other fighters have. Think about it. Canelo, unconditional support. These European fighters, Lomachenko, unconditional support. All these guys have unconditional support. We the only motherfuckers running around playing fair. And what I'm telling you people is, this is not the time to do that. We got to be done with this playing fair shit. Bud's fighting Avenger. Fuck it. It's a great fight. Don't care. Boxing does this shit to us anyway. Let's just accept it. If you don't want to support it because you got a bias, not a bias, but a hatred against Bud, look, I get it. We should have had this fight 2 years ago. I get it. But you know what? Now's not the time. Don't do it for him. Do it for Blue Blood. The man is out there moving and shaking. Blue Blood does this shit full time. He has shown support. He supports the sport of boxing. And he gives us inside information on a daily basis. What better way to show our appreciation but to support this brother? It's $40 fucking. I bet you I'll spend that shit today. I bet y'all spend that shit today. I know we're mad.
I spent it before 6 a.m.
This is what I'm saying. So I know we're mad. We put that shit aside. Blue Blood's out there moving and shaking. And y'all are absolutely right. This was a play for from the beginning. I don't know Latino fans in abundance that hate Canelo Alvarez. Like how some of us talk about Errol or Bud or both. We gotta wake up. I know y'all mad, but this is what I'm talking about. Code. Bibble should have been fought better BF. They're not even talking about that. All
hey,
right?
Drew, it's a black-owned company too. Drew, that's a black-owned company.
It's a black-owned company, y'all. I don't see Mexicans doing this to each other. I don't see those golden people doing this to each other. I don't see nobody coming down to the Nui. They stuck them right in there, but they stuck a Nui right in between Errol and Bud. Come on, y'all. We should say, you know what? Whatever Bud's doing right now, we good with it because we'll get it eventually. Now, I know Bud's no saint, but you know what? Now it's time to code up. This is a black-owned company. He's going to get $10 million. Blue Blood's involved. I don't know what the problem is, man, but whatever, y'all. Y'all do what y'all want, but I know what I'm going to do, and that's all I got.
Oh, okay, now I get it. So that's what they're saying. It's when Cali said people was mad at Blue Blood or some shit. Now, I see what they're talking about now. Stormy B-Man. Stormy, what's your thoughts on it, brother?
Yes, sir. Salute to everybody on the panel and the brothers and sisters out there in the chat. I just came off of Drew's stream where I spoke about something different. We just had the champ, fight this past week, and we saw Clarissa fight this past week. And what were their purses?
We don't know.
Exactly. And the reason I posed that, and it's a hypothetical, because we don't know. And guess what? It ain't fucking important. It's important to them. because they get paid for what they do to entertain me and you. Now, you can roll with whoever you love to support, but love the freaking sport more than the individuals, because the individuals come and go. Your favorite fighter last fight might be their last fight. And so what you gonna do after that? Oh, to hell with boxing. I'm done. Because your guy's done. Well, there's many more out there. More than who you talk about on a day-to-day basis, who are deserving of getting some coverage and things of that nature. But this is the whole point right here. There is a cancer in the sport right now, and he looked just like you and I, the brothers that's on this panel. And he appeared to you under the auspices of being a potentially great, and some will even call him great now. But when he got into the business of it, the business end of it, he brought a tremendously misleading narrative of how to focus on the sport. I want to pose a question to everybody on this panel. When is the first time you heard the term A-side?
Floyd Mayweather.
Floyd.
Did you hear that term?
Tim Bradley for me.
Well, we understand that there are different ages and then different points of when people got involved in the sport. But the whole point of that is this. When you reflect upon the historical aspect of the sport, when you saw the best of the fights taking place, a lot of that didn't come into play. A-side, whatever. What came into play is what drew fire from the people. Then mixed in with that were people who wanted legacy. Then, not just legacy, those who had the competitive element within them. The word competitive is primary. I'll tell you why. When you were in school, let's take it back to grade school. You know, you graduate from 8th grade, you go to high school. Then in high school, you recognize that they had head of the class, valedictorian, salutatorian. All remember that stuff? When you participated in activities, they gave away prizes. First place, second place, sometimes third place. Now you get participation trophies. Just because you participated, you get an acknowledgement. We have 2 generations of people who grew up under that. So some people think that they should just be awarded because they arrived on the scene. They haven't even done a damn thing yet. Matter of fact, they don't even know what to do with their thing. If you know what I mean, pun intended. So what the hell are we awarding people for? Now, to bring it back home to when I originally asked about what were the purses of Clarissa and Deontay, the reason I asked that is, did you not still tune in? Did you not still support who you wanted to support? Did you not fucking enjoy it? And can't wait to see them again? That's the point. So stop being influenced by people who are basically house Negroes out here in this sport, tainting things, messing over things, misleading you because he look like you, but he don't represent you. And yeah, I haven't dropped particular names because y'all get in your feelings. But as 78 said earlier about trying to warn people, and you know it's going to hurt their feelings and this and that. Fuck your feelings.
That's right.
You in your feelings, you're a soft-ass person because you don't know anything about the competitive nature of man. Man is competitive by his nature. Born into this life wanting to test himself, challenge himself. So some of y'all been raised by your moms and everything. You don't know about that because you didn't have a man around to teach you these things. And you can get mad. Well, my dad wasn't. You can latch on to positive, progressive. I went to the movies last night, and niggas was sitting around me smoking weed in the movie theater.
I know Stormy was mad as hell.
I'm like, you know, dude, I ain't been to the movies in a long time, and this is what I'm coming here for. I partially enjoyed the film.
I would have been mad too.
But it's like I'm looking around and I'm like, you know what? And you know you can't say nothing, right? Because you say something, somebody might shoot you in the movie theater. That's what they might do these days.
Facts.
You understand? So think about it in another way. I could have been a fool and tested the waters. But I'm here to tell you, elevate your consciousness. All of this. This brother here, 78, has done a wonderful thing with this community. But a lot of y'all have latched on because you want to feel a part of something and don't even understand what you're being a part of. That's why there's misrepresentation left, right, up, down, and sideways and backwards. Straighten your shit up. Straighten your mind up. Elevate your consciousness. You out here loving somebody who don't even freaking know you when it comes down to this sport, don't give a damn about you. And you loving them wrong. You understand? You have to change your thinking in this whole process. Bud Crawford and Errol Spence could have had this fight a long time ago. But y'all contributed to it not happening.
Hey, I gotta read this story. Boxing Merca says, LOL, the Masons on this podcast make me laugh. Which one of y'all brothers is Masons? You a Mason, Stormy?
I think I am. I think I'm Illuminati.
Callie is Illuminati.
Yeah.
And everybody knows I'm Illuminati. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I get it right through my granddaddy.
Everybody know.
No comment.
I ordered
comment.
the death of people and I feed them to pigs. That's the rumor that's going on about me.
No, we drink blood too, 7-8. We forgot to tell them.
I feed the bodies to the pigs and whatnot.
Hey, and,
you know
and we capture women and sacrifice their blood too.
Oh, absolutely. Any bitch that don't listen to me, she's out of here. She's dead. You know what I'm saying? She's gone. Sayonara, bitch.
And you soft serve niggas gotta sacrifice their butthole.
Right.
Yo, can y'all hear me?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
No, but in conclusion, all I was trying to state is Earl and Bud could have fought a long time ago. But the PTB, the reason why these things don't happen is because they know how y'all think. They already got that mapped out. You could look around you and see everything else that takes place with no problem. But it's what they think of you and how they're dismissive of you, why the things that you truly want to feed upon and everything, it don't happen. But only you can make those things happen. So the ball is still in your court. You got to learn how to support and what not to support, what to buy into, what not to. If somebody pulled up on your block today and said, with a truck saying free chicken, it'd be a line down the block for y'all. And you don't know where the chicken came from. You don't know who been handling it or what's in it or anything. But you out there with your hands like cups, ready to get you a few pieces. That's how they got a lot of y'all from the beginning. And some of you still are in bondage.
They're getting them Popeye chicken sandwiches.
Well, let me go to my brother. I am Trill Will. Then we're gonna go to the brother Skywalker. Trill Will, What's your thoughts and opinions on this, brother?
I got a little bit of different. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, yes,
Make
sir.
sure y'all
Yes,
can.
sir.
Okay, cool.
And
I
True
got.
Will, you got to change your profile photo, bro. You can't be out here up showing me with this Devontae saying R&B profile photo, bro. You got to change that back to the other one, man.
No, I'm gonna leave it like it is, man. It's gonna stay. It's here to stay.
Yeah, he looked like Bobby Brown, huh?
Man, he look
Hey,
like he
that
said,
nigga kind of
my
Yeah, he
crazy.
looked
prerogative.
like
I don't care what the people say. It's my prerogative. Looking at him.
My man up there looking like Big
Say,
Boy.
That nigga
No,
said,
he
"Don't
got
gotta
you
hear,
look
tell
like
me
you
what
from
I feel."
1989, bro. 1990 New Jack Swing for sure, for
Yeah,
sure.
that's
that's
all
gonna be
it
on
is.
my album cover. That's gonna
my
be on
nigga,
my
my
album
nigga,
cover.
hey, my nigga
That
look
nigga
like
Will
Big Boy
called. You
from
know, Will
Outkast.
called me yesterday. Will called me yesterday talking about. As soon as I answer the phone, Will say, "You got that vibe, ooh yeah, vibe."
He aired you from the air home.
You got that vibe. Go ahead, Will. Go ahead.
Oh man, you gotta be laughing, man. You gonna throw me off my point. I got a couple things. I get what everybody was saying up here. And salute to you, 78, and everybody on the panel. I got a kind of different take on it because I've been absorbing a lot of information. I really haven't been speaking on point as far as the Bud and Errol Spence fight. I have made a couple videos about it, but I must say this. Now, I get what everybody's saying about being on code, and I'm one of the most on code son bitches out here in these streets, and
Yeah,
I'm all about
absolutely,
staying on code.
absolutely.
But in this, what I don't want us to do is be so far on code that we ignore that Bud Crawford and his team were using elements and tools of white supremacy to bend and wield the opinion of public opinion into his favor to make Errol Spence look like he's a liar all of a sudden, and
Mm-hmm.
also, he got a chance to make himself look like he's the guy, that he's the martyr, when historically Bud has already put himself into a position to where he's already failing. You know what I'm saying? Go back and look at the tangible numbers and all the stuff that he sold in his pay-per-views. Like, it's all Bud's fault. I mean, we still can't leave out the fact that Bud seems to be getting passes from practically everywhere, and no one holds Bud to an account to where, like, he's going out saying all of these narratives is getting spent out in the media. Like, I mean, I can understand what everybody is saying, and for the life of me, I want to get behind this fight, but I don't like the way this all came about. You use Errol Spence. Errol Spence told you his intentions. He told you that. I get the suits. I get all that because I worked in corporate America for the last 15 years. I finally got out of work in corporate America, but I still know how to write a contract. I know the elements of a contract. I know exactly how to go from front to back back into a contract. I know how to revise contracts. I know how to do all of that stuff. I got a college degree in business management, with an emphasis in contracts and doing business law. I understand this stuff, but for the life of me, I can't get behind the fact of, like, you want to go and make everybody believe that Errol Spence is ducking. Errol Spence don't want this fight when you've been out here saying you don't want the fight. You've been out here acting like you don't want the fight, and then on top of that, you already negotiated another fight on top of that, and then out the blue, you want us to just say, "Hey, let's forget about all of the rhetoric that you pitted all these people against." I've watched live streams where brothers got on and pulled out firearms, ready to fight somebody. I've watched videos where individuals were doxing people's information because they didn't agree with them, that Bud is the savior of the world and all this stuff. I've watched all these harmful and destructive tools of white supremacy that these brothers got on these cameras and they use, and we can't not ignore that shit. I mean, I get that. I get the fact of staying on code. I get that. But we can't ignore the fact that Bud and his cronies and all of his weirdo fans got out here doing all the most and doing all of this talking and doing all this mixing of narratives so they can spew the opinion of court opinion, public opinion, so they can have everybody looking at them favorably and have everybody looking at Errol Spence like he's the devil. And he's not. Errol Spence has been quiet. Derek James has been quiet. But Errol Spence's team has been quiet. Everybody spinning narratives have been coming from Bud's side, from Bernie, from Bomac. All of them have been saying stuff references to Errol Spence. That has not, this has got to be fair. It's got to be fair when we're talking about us, when we're talking about issues dealing with us. And we can't ignore the fact that Bud used tools of white supremacy to forward and make himself look like the martyr in this situation when he's not. He took advantage of it. And we cannot forget that shit. That's the only thing I'm mad about in this whole situation. I don't care about him going, get your money, Bud. I want all black fighters to get their money. Get your bread. I don't care if you get your bread. I'm not making none of it. The thing is, don't use tools of white supremacy to forward and make it sound like you're this when you're not. You got behind Bob Arum. You willingly signed behind Bob Arum, and you stayed with Top Rank, who didn't promote you, who didn't get behind you, and the CEO of Top Rank.
Even when we told him to leave.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. We cannot be so on cold that we ignore all of this stuff and ignore the fact that Bud has been problematic when it comes to business sense and doing stuff business wise, so he can put other fighters behind him in a position to be successful. It's not just about Bud. It's about the box boy Troys. It's about the young Holyfields. It's about the Michelle Riveras. It's about these young and up and coming fighters that's coming after them. This is about the Boots Ennis, the young kids that's coming up doing fantastic and wonderful things in the sport of boxing. It's about them. It ain't just about Errol Spence and Bud Crawford that's on the line. And I want people to remember that. That's the only reason why I'm mad about all of this, just to be honest with you. It's because of the fact that Bud has not done shit to put any other fighter that comes behind him in a positive position monetarily, because he's been doing dumb shit his whole career, and he would not be one person that I pattern in my business after. And that's all I got, Joe.
Hey, salute to I Am Trill Will for the excellent breakdown of his opinion. And he made some excellent points. excellent points that can't be refuted. Absolutely can't be refuted. And J-Mac, I see you in the chat, J-Mac. J-Mac, let me find J-Mac. Where you at? Let me find, there you go. J-Mac. The Cowboys ain't shit, bro. The Cowboys ain't shit, ain't never gonna be shit. They ain't been shit since they had Troy Aikman. How about that, J-Mac? But yeah, Trill will spitting that truth, though. He's spitting some truth. Some facts that's hard to, refute at this point. And matter of fact, let me go to Jedi. Let me go to Jedi before I give you my thoughts, because I don't want to deter his point. Go ahead, brother Skywalker.
All right. First and foremost, much love to the entire panel. Much love to 78 for having me on. I've been a big fan for many years, since way back in the Mr. Funky days. You know what I'm saying? But look, with this Terence Crawford and Errol Spence saga, I can only kind of come to one word, right? And that's been consistency. I feel like Errol Spence has been very consistent throughout this entire process about exactly what his plan was, right? And exactly what he was going to do. And he's pretty much done that, right? If you juxtapose that to the Bud Crawford side, it's been double talking, right? A whole lot of, I don't care about the fight. Oh, we're going to fight. Oh, I don't need to fight. Oh, he's ducking me, right? Just all these things back and forth throughout these past years, Joe. And I've been pretty much in the exact middle this entire time. More recently, I've been kind of feeling like Bud has been the one that was holding up this fight. And, as for me personally, I have a job where I have a lot of responsibilities. I can't just, drop things like that and just be able to go to this fight or hold a big fight party. Like, I have been behind the scenes trying to put together a whole lot of plays and stuff and getting people to go to the fight with and all those things. And for this to be the outcome is definitely disappointing. I didn't hear a lot of you gentlemen's first points when I had got on, because I had just got to the stream. But yeah, for me personally, I'm very disappointed. I was very much so looking forward to this fight, and with everything that has been going on throughout these past few years with Bud's career, it's very puzzling, right? From the whole re-signing with Bob Arum thing, right? The suing of Bob Arum, and then the apparent I'm not sure if he dropped the case or like what's still going on with that, Bob said that he's feeling pretty strongly that Bud isn't going to continue on with it, right? So it's like, what did we do all this for, right? Like, what did we get so up in arms for, right? Trying to get him to leave, and then he actually leaves, and then we're all happy, like, yo, you should have been did this, and then it's seeming like he might have even dropped that case, right? And so, he just hasn't really made smart business choices from my perspective throughout his career, and this just seems to be another tacked on thing to that. You were promising like, hey, we're gonna fight. This is gonna be Bud versus EJ, right? The fight that we've all been clamoring for, and then now I'm hearing about Bud versus David Avanesyan, and this dude got a fight. Was it like 10, 11 days before this fight is supposed to happen, right? He has a fight signed at the end of November. It's like, yo, like, what are we doing? You got everybody all riled up. You in the ocean talking about, yo, I'm looking for the big fish. I'm looking for the big fish. And you knew you didn't want to fight this dude. You knew you wanted to have a tune-up fight. So I'm just very disappointed. And it's gonna be hard pressed for me to buy this fight. Like it just really is. Bud's gonna beat this dude easy, and I'm not really seeing the point in me buying it. I buy pay-per-views for fighters that I respect and for fights that I want to see, right? When Deontay Wilder just came back, I paid for that. He knocked old boy out in the first round. I'm still super happy just because I got to watch and to support Deontay Wilder. I try to support EJ as much as I can. I buy the fights, right? Because I respect that this dude is out here not taking tune-up fights and that he's taking on the best competition that he possibly can that is probable for him to be able to fight, right? So, I'm just very disappointed in what has happened and the outcome of all this, and that can't be understated for me personally.
Salute to you, brother. Thank you for your opinions. My brother Jedi. Truth in his word says, leave the Cowboys out of this 78. And then he come back and say, nah, man, 78 done ruffled my feathers with these Cowboys comments. Let me tell you, truth is the word. You my brother. The Cowboys ain't shit. Cowboys ain't never gonna be shit, bro. Listen, I'm trying to tell y'all something. I like their uniform and shit and all that kind of stuff. But the Cowboys ain't shit, bro. They ain't never gonna be good. As long as y'all got Jerry Jones, y'all ain't gonna be shit, man. It's over. It's over.
7-8 is the Green Bay Packer, man. Y'all better not forget that.
Man. I was just about to say, man. Look here, man. I fuck with the Packers. You know what I'm saying? I grew up on Brett Favre. That's why I fucks with, Aaron Rodgers. I really don't fuck with Aaron Rodgers, but I do fuck with the green and gold. I don't fuck with Aaron Rodgers, but I fuck with the green and gold. So it's fuck the Cowboys. It's fuck the Bears. Fuck the Cowboys. Fuck everybody that's not the Packers. That's how I feel. You can't judge me for that. That's how I'm on code. I'm Wisconsinite. I'm on code, nigga. Just like you on code for Dallas or for Texas. I'm on code, nigga. Fuck everybody that ain't from Wisconsin, that ain't playing football. You know what I'm talking about? But now, listen to this, though. This is my final opinion on this before we get out of here because my brother KQKC Boxing is cooking. I told y'all from the jump I was going to blame the big wigs because those are the only people I heard talking against this fight. And I blame the suit and ties for this fight not happening. I think the fight could have happened had they paid Terence Crawford and they made this fight happen. The only thing I have against Terence Crawford is I feel that he did some sneaky shit. Crawford did some sneaky shit when you knew you was negotiating with somebody else. When you knew you was done with this fight, you should have informed Errol Spence so he could have planned him a fight for November. Instead, Terence Crawford, he hid and didn't tell them nothing, and he's sitting around here negotiating a fight with David Avanesyan and stalling out Errol Spence. He could have told Earl, like, look, bro, this shit ain't happening. They fucking up. They ain't opening up the books for me. they ain't doing this X, Y, and Z. So I'm finna go ahead and fight somebody else, and man, we'll try to work this out later. He could have did that, but he didn't do that. That's my only beef with Crawford on this situation is the same day that we hear Crawford stalling the negotiations is the same day we hear that Terence Crawford is fighting fucking David Avanesyan. That's not a good look for Bud. It's not a good look for him. Bud should have came out from the jump and told people what it is instead of sending his spit bucket water boy out here to talk about what the fuck is going on. Bud should be the one. I haven't seen, maybe he's done something since this live has started. I haven't seen Terence Crawford make one statement about this fight. Errol Spence came out and he frustrated. He pissed off. He wanted this fight. And Terence Crawford is fighting David Avanesyan. If that's the case, if that's what's going on, you should have told Errol Spence that. You should have told Errol Spence that shit from the jump. That's my only beef with Bud.
You know, I agree, and I think what you guys need to do is we are consumers. We got to understand that we're consuming a product. If you do not like the product that's being put out there, you have the right to not consume that product. So if you don't like something, and I say this for any fight, you do not have to, as a fan, buy any fight that you don't like. If you don't like fights, guess what? Those fighters don't have to listen to you, and you don't have to support those fighters. You have the right to consume whatever you want to consume. This is what I brought up before on multiple live streams in the past. And once you understand that you have the power as fans to not buy products that you do not like, you will have a heck of a lot better time. You will start to enjoy the sport more once you realize that you have more power than what you think. So start utilizing your power to not purchase fights or not even watch them. If you see a crappy fight, because everybody complained about, remember, people complained about Canelo Alvarez fighting Abney Yildirim. People complain about Canelo fighting Rocky Fielding, and everybody watched anyway. How about we start tuning those fights out? Actually, don't watch, don't do a video about it, nothing. That's how you start to get them to
Or start doing what the racists do is watch it on live stream on the bootleg shit.
Do that too.
Yeah, do that. That's what they always do to our fighters. They don't order it. They watch it on the fucking illegal streams and shit, and then we get the blame. Black fans get the blame for the illegal streams, as if we so computer savvy, as if we know all this shit. We know all the hacker shit. You know, the niggas know all the hacker shit. No, you know it ain't us doing that shit. We just figured this shit out yesterday. You know what I'm saying? But motherfucker blaming us, you know, and that's what pissed me off when the PBC came out and said that, oh, the hardcore boxing fans who claiming they want this fight, they're not gonna buy the fight anyway. What the fuck do that mean?
It means that they don't believe in they don't believe in the black fight fan, and they really don't believe that black fighters can sell. I'm talking about Al Heyman specifically. He doesn't believe in Errol Spence and Terence Crawford that they can actually sell a big pay-per-view fight together. He doesn't. He believes there needs to be another non-black person involved in order for that fight to sell. Remember that's all what he did with Floyd Mayweather pretty much the entire time, and it's what they've been doing with who else have they been doing that with? They've been doing that with Gervonta Tank Davis. It has to be a non-black fighter with a black fighter. That's the only way they believe that a fight will sell.
Yeah.
Well, all right, y'all. I'm gonna holler at y'all. I'm about to step out real quick.
Yeah, bro. I'm finna end it out now. I'm finna read this last super chat. David Jackson, thank you, brother, in the super chat. He says, I hope David Avocado knocked Bud ass out. Said Haney took significantly less against Scambosis. Floyd took less against Oscar. It's no excuse for this. I understand, brother. I understand.
Well, all right, I'm gonna holler at y'all. Don't forget to like 78 Sports. You can follow me at Hustlers Home. And I just got one last thing to say. You know, Bud is doing the same thing that niggas hate Floyd for. He doing it for the bread. He been robbing us. Him and Tank been robbing us for the past 5 years. And niggas is talking about being on code. But it is what it is, man. I'm out of here. Peace.
Salute.
Real quick, 78. Can I
Yeah,
just
go ahead,
add
brother.
one more point? To my main man in the corner's point. I actually took a little bit of a different thing from that statement about the hardcore boxing fans not buying fights. When I heard that, to be straight up with you, yo, I think he was talking about Terence Crawford fans, yo. Like real talk. I know multiple Terence Crawford fans that just don't buy his fights like that.
Well, they don't. Listen, Terence
Right?
Crawford fans are. You know who Terence Crawford fans are? Us. We are Terence Crawford fans. All the other shit they talking about, all the people that's in the chat, like, oh, y'all hate Bud. Oh, Bud. They don't buy. They can't show me now. Show me 3 receipts. I'll send $100 right now. I will send a $100 cash app right now. If you can show me, if you're a Terence Crawford fan and you've been talking shit in this chat, if you can show me 3 Terence Crawford last 3 pay-per-views that you purchased, because you got me your email, because the cable company always sends you email. If you got me your email and you can show it to me, I will send you $100 cash app. They can't do it, bro. I did this before. They can't do it.
Facts.
We the only people that fuck with Bud, but we the haters though.
Yo, like I think that if Bud had been doing numbers over at Top Rank, right? I don't think that Showtime or PBC would blink twice about making this fight, yo. But I think that you have a huge section of his fan base that just does not pay for fights, and so
Hold
they're
on,
looking at it like,
I got to push back on that because Mikey Garcia weren't doing no numbers,
Mike Garcia never did shit.
and they put him on pay-per-view.
no.
Why did they quit? Because he's Mexican.
No.
They put Mikey Garcia on pay-per-view because of the perception that Mexicans sell, and we already have proof by the numbers that that's not true. You know what I'm saying? Just like Brandon Rios. Remember Brandon Rios and Pacquiao was supposed to be this huge $1.5 million pay-per-view? That shit did what? 2, 3, 400,000 pay-per-views? That shit didn't do shit. They thought that was going to do so much shit because Brandon Rios a slugger. Brandon Rios, okay, Luis Ortiz versus Andy Ruiz.
Yep.
They put that on pay-per-view. It did good for them, but in the big scheme of things, it didn't do great numbers. So where is all this Latinos buying all the pay-per-views and being the? Come on, Canelo just fought fucking Dimitri Bivol. Did less than 300,000 pay-per-views. Right?
Hold on, but they're talking about in the chat room. They talking about in the chat room that Mikey Garcia fought AB. Those were AB's numbers, bro. And Mikey Garcia, you guys, let's not forget that Bud Crawford did 3 million views on ESPN. So he's actually had more views than Mikey Garcia ever has. So let's cut the BS, man. At the end of the day, it's because they believe in this whole nonsense that it has to be a black and a Mexican fighter or a black and a non-black fighter in order for it to sell. They believe that. It's become religion
because it's racial politics, bro. They all playing racial. My thing is this, bro. This is clean, and shout out to my brother Blue Blood in the building. Blue, if you want, click the link. I'll text you if you want to hop on if you got time. Now check this out. This is my main point of this whole situation. I am more of an Errol Spence fan than I am a Terence Crawford fan. Everybody know that. Cool. It's out there. However, I already know the suit and tie motherfuckers don't want to make this fight. I know this because they don't respect black fighters. They don't. They don't respect black fighters. I don't care if it's a black man that's ahead of this organization or not. They don't respect black fighters. I know this already. So they will give Canelo and Mexican fighters all these guarantees, just like Top Rank.
Remember, they gave Triple G that too. Don't leave out Triple G 7-8.
Look, they gave fucking. Remember, Top Rank gave goddamn Amir Khan $7 million. to fight fucking Terence Crawford. It's ridiculous. This is what they do.
Man, 78 was actually $8 million.
Oh, $8 million. My bad. I'm fucking up. $8 million goddamn dollars. They gave Amir Khan to fight Terence Crawford. Now, this is what they do, bro. This is what they do. So, I understand the racial politics. Black folks get in these positions of power, and they act just like the white folks. Just like a black dude become the fucking mayor, black dude become the police chief, black dude become the fucking president.
7-8 Blue said, give him 10 minutes if you could.
Okay. Black dude can become whatever the fuck he want to become, and we all support him to get there. And he get there, and what he do? Cut jigs. You know what I'm saying? Nigga cut all kinds of motherfucking jigs when he get up in there. Well, you know, I gotta be fair, and I gotta, you know, see, I ain't never been fair in my life. Fuck fair. I don't give a fuck about fair, bro. I love black people, even to my own detriment. Even when it backfires on me and black people fuck me. You understand? It happened many times. But I'd rather die being fucked over by a black person than die from believing in a peck of wood. That's just how I feel. I'm sorry. I know that sounds crazy to y'all, but I'd rather die believing in my brother or my sister than to die believing in a peck of wood. Now you can take that how you want to take it. Oh, you're racist. Oh, you fuck. Whatever, man. Maybe I'm a fool. Maybe I am. Maybe I'm a goddamn fool. But that's how I feel in my heart, my soul, my spirit, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel in my spirit. I can't change who I am. I tried to. Trust me, brothers. I've tried so many days to change who I am. Sometimes I hate niggas. I hate them like goddamn Clayton Bigsby.
78. You remember when Chris Rock made that joke when he said that a white person that's poor wouldn't even want to trade places with him, and he's rich. Because that's how on code they are.
Yeah.
About how they feel toward everything.
Now, remember Bernie Mac?
I'll just ride this whiteness out. You know.
And remember Bernie Mac and Don't Be a Menace while you drink your juice in the hood said, he said, I hate the black on the. He said, I hate the black on my skin. He said he hate the back of Forrest Whitaker's neck.
Yeah, he hate the back of Forrest Whitaker's neck.
I hate my gums because they black.
Yeah. And bro, and that's just how I feel, bro. I sincerely love my people, bro, and I don't like shitting on people. People think I hate Tank Davis. I don't. I fucking love Tank, bro. I fucking love Tank. I swear I do. Yeah, I don't care who believe me. I love fucking Tank Davis. When Tank knocked Rolly out, do you know I was in my room dancing in my socks and my underwear, dancing around the fucking room, jumping around. Yeah, knock this bitch ass out. You know, I'm in here talking hellified shit. You know what I'm saying? I fucks with him. I just don't like the lies being told by the suit and tie motherfuckers. The suit and tie motherfuckers they have an insidious agenda. They're wicked people. You know what I'm saying? These fighters ain't the problem. It's the suit and tie motherfuckers. It's the problem, bro.
And you know what? 7-8. As frustrated as I am with the Charlos, when Jamel Charlo knocked out Brian Castaño, I was in there going crazy.
Hey, me too. I was running up and down my stairs. I was working out. I was shadow boxing in my living room and shit. Like, yeah, fuck him up, Charlo. You know, all that shit. You know, and that's what it is, bro. That's what the fuck it is. We're gonna give it a few more minutes because we waiting on Blue to come through because I want Blue to chop it up. But Stormy, I mean no, let me go back to Cornerman, bro. You've been quiet, man. I've been we had the whole panel. I know you weren't prepared for this, but how you feel, brother, about all this stuff we've been talking about?
Man, I hear everybody, salute to everybody. I hear everybody's point of view. But I just don't care, bro. I truly don't. All I look forward to in boxing is what's next, who you fighting, what's the date. I truly don't get upset anymore unless it's racial. That's what I get fired up in. I don't care if the Spence and Crawford fight don't happen. I don't care if it happened next year, 10 years from now. I don't care, bro. I really just want to know what's next. And if David Avanesyan is next, I'm going to buy it. I bought Crawford and Postal. I bought that, and that was in pay-per-view. I bought Chris Arreola and Andy Ruiz, and a lot of people didn't buy that. So I bought Luis Ortiz and Charles Martin. I just don't care anymore, man. I don't get mad at Ryan Garcia. I don't get mad at Gervonta Davis. I don't get mad at Terence Crawford. I don't get mad at none of these dudes unless they say something racial. They don't bother me, man. All I'm looking forward to is what's next, and that's it. You know what I mean? Why keep getting fired up for fighters who don't even give a fuck about us? You know what I'm saying? I don't care, bro. None of these guys. I have my son to look forward to every day. He gives me a big smile in the morning. He's happy when he sees me. He's happy when he wakes up. So that's all I look forward to. And what's the going next? If it's Stanionis fighting Spence, I'm gonna buy that. I'm not gonna complain. I'm not gonna keep complaining no more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They don't wanna. They could make Wilder and Joshua sometime next year, and I don't really hear besides Wilder team trying to make that fight happen. I don't see the executives trying to make that fight happen. They're pushing Andy Ruiz.
Exactly, Cornerman. Listen, you hear Deontay Wilder, you hear Alexander Usyk say they want to fight each other, right? But the suit and ties don't want to make that fight. You see, the suit and ties want Wilder versus Ruiz. So most likely, that's the fight we're going to end up getting. Because boxing is run by politics. Salute to the lovely Queen 71. Queen, let me tell you something. Shout out to the Rat Pack up in here. I seen you on Instagram, Queen. Looking mighty good over there, Queen. I see you stepping out. I see you stepping out over there in Dubai. Shout out to the Queen 71. Out here showing her love and stepping out. Go ahead, Cornerman. My bad, bro.
I'm just looking forward to Wilder Ruiz. If it's Stanionis and Spence, if it's Avanesyan and Crawford, and TGB got a date for December 17th. Ain't gonna be no Ryan Garcia in Atlanta. You can forget that. That's never happened. That don't exist. For me to believe Ryan gonna fight Gervonta Davis, they're gonna actually have to throw a punch. Not when they get in the ring, because he can pull a hamstring. Oh, I pull my leg. I pull a hamstring. Oh, I can't fight. No. Until they throw a punch, I'm going to believe Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Davis. Think about it this way. If Gervonta Davis fought Ryan Garcia next, do you know what that means? There is no way you can sell anybody, Ali, Hector Garcia, Arthur Pulo, Frank Martin. No, everybody's going to look for him to fight Shakur or Devin Haney or some Lomachenko or something. So for them to make that fight now, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. You got to make a believer out of me. So I'm just looking forward to what's next. I don't care about the big fights. I'm not going to get upset anymore.
Hey, Cornerman.
Yeah.
Hey, do you remember? You know what? I spoke to Town Business this morning, and he reminded me of something. Al Heyman screwed Deontay Wilder out of having 2 belts.
Well, I've been saying that, bro. I said that shit a long time ago with the whole.
Yeah, you did. I forgot about it. It was brought up to me.
Bro,
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you something. See, this is what people always forget what I said. They wait until later on and they come back and repeat it. I've said that when it first happened, when Charles Martin first fought fucking goddamn Anthony Joshua, I said, what the fuck is this? Why? That's when I knew. I ain't gonna say I knew. That's when I started suspecting that the PBC was just like everybody else in blackface. Because I'm like, bro, Don King wouldn't have never let this happen. Don King would have kept them shits in house. That's why we need Don King back. Can somebody go get? I'm finna interview Don King. I'm finna call Don King today.
Please do that.
Don King.
Man, give me Don and take Al out and Tom Brown and keep. I hate to even say it. Keep
Blue.
Eddie Hearn.
Blue.
Keep Eddie Hearn.
Hey, Blue. I text you the link, and the link is in the chat, Blue.
Hey, I gotta dip out of here, fellas.
Okay, brother.
Much love to you, 78, for having me on, sir. It was a great honor.
Man, I enjoyed the conversation with you, brother. I love talking to black people about and just listening to our different opinions about things. I respect all of our opinions. Salute to you, family. Thank you for joining me. Cole 189 in the super chat showing love, much appreciation. He says they never wanted to make this fight because it would prove that black fighters sell and it will hurt the narrative. Brother, my brother, thank you. This is what I've been saying. Thank you, brother. Cole 189. I'm gonna keep this on the screen for a while. This is what I said, and niggas didn't want to hear me. Nah, man, Bud just a ducking ass nigga. Nah, man, Spence just a ducking ass nigga. Bro, I deal in business every day with corrupt, criminal, thieving. Listen, bro, I've done a lot of dirt in my life. I'm not acting like I'm innocent, right? I came from a criminal, a crime family, if you will. And we built our wealth through illegal activities, right? But now, if everything is legit. However, I was so shocked to find out that while I'm trying to be legit, while I'm trying to go down to City Hall to fill out this license and do this and that, everybody's fucking corrupt. Everybody wants a payoff on the side. Everybody wants this and that. Everybody wants to, hey, give me $5,000 and I'll make this happen for you. What? Wait a minute. I just came from the fucking street. I just came from fucking having bitches selling pussy, selling weed and shit. Y'all told me that this was the right way to go. I'm doing the right way, and y'all motherfuckers just as corrupt as me. Nobody knows this unless you get involved in the business. I'm telling you what it is. The suit and tie motherfuckers is the most corrupt motherfuckers on this planet. I'm telling you what I know. Broke my goddamn heart. Find out I gotta pay motherfuckers to get a liquor license. I gotta drop $20,000 on the side over here. I gotta do this and do that. And dumb motherfuckers believe in the American dream. It's all fake, bruh. It's all bullshit. Everything is corrupt. This country was built on corruption. This country was built on stealing, robbing, raping, pillaging. That's what the fuck this shit was built on, homie. And I'm telling you what I know. And other motherfuckers might not tell you this shit. I'm telling you what I know. I had to learn this shit the hard way. You understand me? I know what I know. Blue Blood, click that link, homie. There you go. My brother Blue in the building. Because I got to get up out of here.
They had to kill to get in position at the end today.
Absolutely. That's how they got here. My brother Blue. What's happening with it, Blue?
General, what's shaking with you?
Man, chilling, bro. Man, I missed all of your live stream. I watched some of it. But I was dealing with this little broad, so I you know what I'm saying? So I didn't know, you know what I'm saying? But all the brothers telling me that you have a deal in place.
Yeah.
Tell the people what's going on.
Yeah, so it didn't unfold the way I wanted it to, the way I intentionally planned it to unfold and announce it and all of that. You know what I mean? But yeah, facts, man. You know, a lot of people, man, I try to tell people as much as I possibly can what I know from behind the scenes, as much as I could tell people. You know what I'm saying? And people just don't be wanting to listen, man. Right. Like I told people, man, it wasn't Errol Spence. It's not Errol Spence. People, when I had the conversation at 7-Eleven with Terence Crawford, nah, this not true. This is not true. That's not true. Man, listen, man. We look at it, we say this, right? Floyd Mayweather said, we doing things different over here at the PBC, right? We doing things, it's about the fighters, it's about giving back to the fighters, so on and so forth. All right. So what people don't understand is that when Terence Crawford is with Top Rank, right? Terence Crawford gets a guaranteed purse, right? Whether we agree with the amount he getting is too little or too much, but he get 3-5 guaranteed with Top Rank. You know what I'm saying? And he don't need to see the books. He don't need to see what's going on behind the scenes because they guaranteeing him a certain amount. Now we could say, like I said, man, you supposed to get more than that because that's what we've been programmed to think. That's what happens with the PBC. They get more money than that. Yeah, they do because of the back end money, the pay-per-view money, but they're not getting guaranteed money up front. So they don't even know what they stand to make. And then if I can't, and granted, like I tell people, man, if you don't have to, yeah, they've been doing it a certain way for so long, right? Where they don't show the books, they don't show what they made. You know what I'm saying? But just as a fighter, right? Regardless of what fight it is, I don't care if it's Errol, I don't care if it's Tank, I don't care if it's the little green man on the moon, right? How you stand to know what you're going to make? If I tell you, hey, I'm gonna pay you based off of how many pay-per-views we do, how many tickets we sell, and how much the gate, how much the merchandise and stuff do. We're gonna pay you based off of that. Okay, you're gonna get 65% of 35% of that. Okay, cool. But then I don't even know what we made. So how I know what number I'm getting off the back end?
Right.
So who accepts that? So that's the way they've been doing it, and that's cool, right? Because they came up on that way. That's the way. If that's the way Errol gets paid, or that's the way Tank gets paid, or anybody else, that's how they get paid. Cool, right? But we can't say that Terence Crawford is supposed to just accept that same thing, because there's no right and wrong. If you want to accept that, cool. If you don't want to accept it, cool. So what people don't realize is that once we realized the fight wasn't happening with Terence Crawford and Errol Spence this year, Terence Crawford wanted to stay active this year. So I was telling people it ain't happening this year, right? But people don't want to listen. Cool. How you know this, Blue? Because our partners with BLK Prime, right? Terence Crawford want to stay active this year. He want to fight this year. So we found a way to get him a fight this year. Errol, and it's not Errol's fault. Errol want to make the fight happen. The powers that be is holding the budget close to their chest. They don't believe in Errol. This, more importantly, people should be looking at it from this standpoint. They don't believe in Errol. Fuck what Terence Crawford is doing. Pardon me, General. Never mind what Terence Crawford is doing, but they don't even believe in Errol. To say, listen, we trust that you and Terence going to do big numbers. Because you think about it. Canelo ain't have to jump through hoops. And people say, well, Canelo is proven. Canelo is proven to us that he's losing money because he just lost his own money. Him and Triple G got paid like $65 million. But if you do the numbers based off of their pay-per-views, they lost money. They didn't gain money, but you trusted in them to pay them. So Terence Crawford ain't fight since November of last year, 2021. So this year, he's supposed to wait this entire year and then fight in 2023. That don't make sense. So he wanted to get another fight in. He wanted to stay active. My partners, they came to me, Blue, you think this is a good idea? Let's make it happen. It's Terence Crawford. Let's make it happen.
I hear you. And I hear you, Blue. But you know what I heard through everything you said? You know what I heard, Brother Blue?
What's that? The suits?
All I heard was 78 need a cut of this money. 78 I need a goddamn cut of this goddamn money. That's what I heard, because I'm a businessman. Goddamn it. Like Terence Crawford, I need a cut. Knocker. Hit me up, bro. Let me know something behind the scenes what's going down. God damn it. You know what I'm talking about? Yes, sir. But yeah, man, I just wanted Blue to come on here and explain.
And I'm at 7-8. Let Blue know. Blue, I'm getting that fight because it's about you behind it. So I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get it just for that because you behind it. And so a lot of folks that was in the chat room, I was frustrated with you yesterday. I'm going the opposite way because you weren't saying anything that was disrespectful or irresponsible. You were being calm and you were trying to explain what was going on, and people wanted to get upset about that anyway. And you just listen. Sometimes people just listen to what he's saying. Listen to what 7-8 saying. They're not trying to mislead you or to get you to go in the wrong direction. Just listen to what's going on. But a lot of folks get so caught up in their feelings, they're not listening to what people are saying.
Exactly. Like this is what I was trying to say, Callie, is that he wasn't going to fight this year at all. When people are talking about the revised contract that Errol's team sent to Terence Crawford, that's for 2023. That's not for 2022, which means he would have sat out on the shelf since November of 2021.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Right. And on top of that, Callie, people not thinking, right? They saying, well, right now they gave Terence Crawford everything he wanted, and he walked away. They've been negotiating since April. Why did you wait until October, almost November, to give him what he wanted if that's the case? Why didn't you give it to him then? It's just like I say with Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather. Everybody say, hey, man, Floyd, they waited 5 years too late. Well, Manny Pacquiao conceded to everything he wanted 5 years later when he could have did it 5 years earlier. So it's like I'm saying with Terence Crawford and Errol Spence. If they saying we gave him a revised contract 2 weeks ago, but why didn't you just make the adjustments 2 months ago?
And in a year now.
Right. And we could be watching the fight in November. But now they're telling Terence Crawford February or March for the Errol Spence fight. This dude been sitting on the shelf since November 20th of 2021.
So it sounded like they was gonna leave it. Like Al Heyman and them trying to put the screw to him. Sound like they're trying to screw Terence Crawford, put him in a bad spot where he'll be so rusty that he has no shot. That's cold. And no, I don't believe Earl is trying to screw over Terence Crawford. I want to put that out there for people to before you start going crazy. I don't believe Errol Spence is afraid of Terence Crawford at all, and vice versa. And I've been consistent on that, and Blue, you know that.
Right, and that's what I've been saying. I'm trying to tell. When I talked to Terence Crawford in 7-Eleven, and I told people the conversation we had in 7-Eleven, he looked me in my face. He like, Blue, Errol want to fight. These dudes ain't trying to make the fight. These are things I already knew. So I try to give people as much as I possibly can, but people it amazes me how people just don't think 1 and 1 equals 2. If they wanted to make the fight, they could have made the fight. But we push the blame on, Terence Crawford, oh man, he chose the fight. David Avanesyan is a stay busy fight. The dude didn't fight since November of last year. Why would he stay on the shelf from November of last year to wait to fight Errol Spence, possibly in March? And what happens if they decide to push it back for March?
You see that? You see that, Blue?
Hey, let me say something real quick to the brother. Let me find him. Let me find this brother who just left a comment. What the fuck? I just saw the comment, man. What the hell is it? I'm tripping. Hold on. Let me find it real quick.
I thought you were talking about that super chat that's on the screen.
It was no. Salute to Tay D in the super chat. He says if he agrees to everything, how we get to David. Well, we already, brother, you have to be listening to what we were just talking about, brother. But I'll say this. Somebody just said something about Blue Blood. They saying they basically, I forgot what they said, but they basically, I was trying to find the comment. They said some shit like Blue just, Blue doing what he gotta do to sell the fight, some shit like that. but listen to what I'm saying. Let's say hypothetically that Blue Blood was saying what he gotta say to sell the fight. Y'all still support Matchroom. Y'all still support goddamn Top Rank. You still support BBC. And all of them tell you what they got to tell you to sell a fight. Why is it different now for Blue Blood? If that was the case, why is it different now for Blue Blood? Can somebody please explain it to me? I know why. Because you're niggas. Niggers. Mike Biggs Boxing in the super chat showing love, much appreciation, homie. He says, I was disturbed about the whole ordeal, 78. But when I heard that Crawford will fight under the Black Prime banner, I said, oh, that's what's Blue Blood's part of. So it's a no-brainer. No brain for real. Salute, General, and salute Blue Blood. Yes, sir. Mike Biggs Boxing in the super chat showing love, much appreciation. Says 143 from 1K family. Please subscribe to the channel. Make sure y'all sub to the homie Mike Biggs Boxing right now. All these people in the building. I know we ain't got 1,000 likes. I know we don't because y'all hate me. Y'all hate my guts. So give me 1,000 likes up in here. If you're in the building, you've been listening to all this good information, you ain't hit the like button. Hit the like goddamn button and subscribe to Mike Biggs Boxing. Let's do that. Don Shotta, 24 in the super chat showing love, much appreciation. Says I always support Blue, but Bud ducking. Salute.
You guys didn't listen to anything that's been said.
It don't matter, bro. Listen. Forget it. Let's say this. Even if Bud is ducking the fight with Errol Spence for now, let's say he is, hypothetically, but Terence Crawford is ducking the Errol Spence fight. I want to know why is it that when I do a video about Dmitry Bivol versus Beterbiev, or Beterbiev, they call him, why y'all same dudes ain't in here sending super chats supporting me when I'm trying to call out the corruption in boxing? Nobody give a fuck. Y'all don't care. When I'm talking about Tyson Fury versus Derek Chisora, where are the super chats? Where are the cash apps? Where are the people saying, why Tyson Fury fighting Derek Chisora and not Usyk? Nobody cares. You have been conditioned to shit on a black dude. You've been conditioned to shit on a black dude. So listen, when Tank don't want to fight Dev, we shit on Tank, right? When Lomachenko don't want to fight Dev, motherfuckers is quiet. You see, I'm gonna give you the same smoke all the time. I'm gonna give you the same smoke. I've been consistent since I've been on this fucking YouTube. I can't help who I am. I'm gonna be myself at all times. I'm gonna take a big fat shit on Lomachenko, Usyk, Fury, and anybody else from the vanilla sky. They don't do what the fuck they supposed to do.
Don't leave out Josh Taylor for the clown stuff that he did.
Taylor. And Josh fucking Taylor too. His ass too. That's right, Callie. Don Shotta, 24 in the super chat showing love. Much appreciation. Said I always support Blue, but Bud. I read that already. Okay, let me see. Who else we got? We ain't got nobody else? Okay. Let me get down here. All right, y'all. The homie KQKC Boxing is on. I don't want to be invading all this brother time. So I'm gonna let you good brothers go. I want to thank y'all for joining me today. It was a pleasure. Thank y'all for coming on. I'm gonna see y'all on Trail Boxing talking about an hour. I'm gonna eat me some breakfast and probably eat me some booty, and I'll be all right.
Hey, Blue. Hey, give me that link too, man, so I can remote. The BLK.
And
all right,
Blue,
bro. Give me that.
And hit me up later on when you got time, Blue.
All right, say less.
All right, peace, y'all. We up out of here. Deuces.
Peace.